put this whole outfit together to match this scarf, but it is not blocked. It is not ready to wear. I thought I could get away with it, but it's so wrinkly looking. But you know what? I'm gonna do it, even if it takes me all day. My wool soap is getting very low. I'm sad that I can't seem to find this brand online. It must be out of production. I'm sure there are many other brands. What I'm not sure about is if they have as pretty of a bottle as Twigglehorn. Twig and Horn. Twigglehorn is a much more interesting name. And yes, the bottle is the most important feature. Ooh, what I could do is just refill this bottle with whatever soap I buy and pretend. Or I could use any of the many glass bottles that I have squirreled away. I wonder if everyone enjoys the washing and blocking process as much as I do. Can't say it's fun, but I think it's exciting to see the knit start to come to life. It's amazing to watch it transform in real life. In particular for this line of lace, it's an instant change. It is night and day before this thing went in the water and after. The lace opens up and evens out, and she's becoming the beauty I knew she could be. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love the way the lace looks in the water. It's very ethereal. Okay, time to rinse and squeegee this little lady. Okay, now I am going to sand my blocking wire on the end. Get one of the little guys, or two of them actually. On guard. So they catch on the end. They catch the yarn. They're a little bit rough on the end. So before I use them on the cashmere, I am going to sand them. And I bought some sandpaper that works. It's supposed to work on metal. I figure as long as I just work on the ends, it should be okay. Start with like a heavier grit. And let's go to town. Okay. The most important thing is just to get it smooth, but I'm also going to try to see if I can get it to a little bit of a point. It does feel smoother, but I'm gonna go to something a bit stronger. That's smooth. That is pretty good. It's not a point, but it's nice and rounded. Okay. Excuse you. Yeah, you can feel this will catch on yarn just like the edge of your fingernail. One down, one to go. I actually didn't need to do both ends of both of these because you only go in with one end. I could sell these. Does anybody make pointed blocking wires? Because if they don't, then somebody definitely should. Like, so much easier to get in between, like, specifically where you want to go. I guess not everybody needs that level of accuracy, but I bet a lot of people would. Business idea. Okay, I have sanded 2 blocking wires, both ends, even though that was not necessary in hindsight. So it's now time to block. Okay, so I have done the sanding of the tips. I have washed the scarf and gotten most of the water off, and then collected my blocking material. So I finally bought some blocking mats. I've been knitting only like my whole life, and I've always thought it'd be really nice to have some of those blocking mats. And for some reason I just never invested in any. So last week I finally bought some. I've only used them once and I am very happy. I have heard that they're very difficult to get the lines to line up. Oh. Or I'm just very good at this, but I don't think I'm really going to use them, so I'm just gonna is 3 enough? Let's see. We can always add another one later. So here we go. Wow, she's already almost dry, so we better get on it. Maybe the towel wasn't the best idea. Okay, so I might need one more. No worries, I have a whole set. Okay, so, and the wires I hid here. So now this is the fun part. So it takes a while, but is it worth it? Oh, is it ever worth it? Okay. So essentially, you just start feeding it through. And this is going to take an eternity. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Yeah, like this. So for a lot of projects, you don't have to be that precise. But this is lace
and this is going to give it like the final edge detailing. So it essentially has to be perfect. I have to get it in exactly the right spot on every stitch. And it's very long and there's two sides, so here we go. So I have finally finished this Kelly scarf made from 100% cashmere. I have mentioned before, but this scarf was designed for my mother. I originally designed the sample with 100% merino wool, but then I sourced this beautiful cashmere yarn and wanted to test it out and see what I thought. So I finally blocked it, and I am in love. This yarn is so stunning. It's soft, it's warm. I mean, it's just stunning. It blocked out so well. The edges are not curling. The blocking wires worked really well. I mean, I almost went blind blocking it because it's extremely tedious, and I started using like an embroidery needle or a darning needle. I'm not too familiar with types of needles, but I used one of those to help like pick up the stitch and then slip it onto the blocking wire. So that's a technique that I will continue using, and I am definitely sold on this yarn. I'm gonna wear this and see how it wears over time, make sure it's comfortable on the neck, make sure that it continues looking this good over time, but I am really, really happy with how it turned out. I think people would be very pleased with the feel of this yarn. It's so soft, it's squishy, it's a little bit more bouncy compared to the merino, so it bounces back better like after you take it out and stretch it back out to its normal shape. I think in my like first hour of playing around with the scarf, I think that it is going to be really excellent. So I have already started 2 other projects with this yarn because I could tell that I was going to love this, and I have a whole cone of it. So I have cast on, well, first I was really wanting to make some sort of turtleneck, I don't know, either like a dickie or like a pullover, something with a tall neck. So I cast on like 3 rows and then I got inspiration struck for something different. The good thing about this yarn that I kind of complained about last time was that they wound 2 strands together, which is quite obnoxious because I'm just knitting with 1 at a time, but I ordered it wrong, so it's my fault. So when I was knitting this, I was rolling a ball with the other strand. So I'm like already ready to knit 2 different projects at once, essentially. So this, I'm gonna come back to it. I still want to make this project. It's something that I've been thinking about for a really long time, but it's gonna take a little bit more effort because I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna kind of go as I go, but it's not like a mindless knit. But I got inspired to make a skirt. I thought that would be really beautiful with this yarn, with how flowy it is. And so I cast this on. This is going to be I've got a bit of a tangle at the moment. I'm knitting the waist first. So I'm going to knit this. I think that I'm going to double it over and have a very small waistband. I think it will be like a high-waisted design. Not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mini skirt, and that's about all I know. I want to make at least 1 slit, maybe 2 slits in the front. This is going to be something very summery. I hope that it can wear like without needing something underneath. I want it to be a standalone piece, but it might be quite transparent. I'm using a smaller needle. I think the size that I used for the middle part of this, because it's a smaller gauge in the middle section. Obviously this would not be able to be worn alone as a skirt. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna take me a long time to knit this. So I have some time to figure it out, and then picking up the stitches is gonna take a while. So I do have time. I'm not exactly sure what's in my head, but I just know that I love this yarn. I have a whole cone of it, so I want to make more things. And then I want to order more colors, but I'm trying not to jump the gun too much. Just like calm down. Because I tend to do that. I order a yarn that I like. I'm like, oh my god, I need this in every color. And then I order more, and then I move on to a different yarn, and then I have like all of those skeins of yarns when I don't really want to use them because I've moved on to something else. I do feel pretty confident about this one because I needed to identify something specifically for this product, and I feel that I have done that. So I would like to order a couple more colors so I can make more samples and take more pictures, rebrand it since it's now cashmere. So I might do that. I might order more, but I mean, each one is kind of expensive, so I can't just order all these colors. We'll see. I might treat myself to at least 1 or 2 more colors. And I think that is the update for the day. If you guys have any 100% cashmere yarns that you love, specifically like cobweb or lace weight, nothing bigger than that is what I'm going for, then please let me know. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to connecting with you. So leave a comment, reach out to me. I'm still looking for friends in this community, so say hi.